Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for clicking on my video. My name is Ravi Reddy, and I'll be talking to you about Prince Caspian, the successful failure. Now, Prince Caspian lived in a lovely and lush land, but unfortunately, his people only known him as an absolute failure. He failed at several athletic competitions, he could never win over a princess, and he got beaten up pretty much by every other prince and king in the land. Yep, Prince Caspian sucked at pretty much everything. Until one day, there was an evil and ruthless king by the name of King Vladimir who decided to come over and take one of the most highly sought after, coveted princesses in the land. He came in a dragon. That's as pretty much as villainous as you can make it sound. He literally came into the land with mounted on a dragon, and kidnapped that princess and took him back to a deep and distant dark land, far away from everybody, separated by a sea of dark water. Literally every single prince on the land was intimidated. Every single king on the land said, "There's no chance I'm going to get into fisticuffs with King Vladimir. He's going to kill me." Prince Caspian said, "You know what? I'm an absolute failure, but I'm going to give this my best shot." So off he went. He took a dingy little boat because nobody wanted to trust him with a high quality, luxurious boat. He jumped on this boat and off he sailed. Off he went. He sailed on the dark water sea. And he went and went. And King Vladimir got word of this, that somebody actually had the gall to come after him, and he just learned that it was Prince Caspian, the weakest of the weak, the most cowardly of the cowardly, and by far the most abject failure out of every single prince on the land. King Vladimir laughed, and he said, "This guy's got absolutely no shot. But just to humor him, I'm going to send every single powerful warrior I have under my arsenal to go and destroy this guy." So he sends his giant. The giant comes over and he mounts the sea. He starts walking the sea and he says, "I'm going to step over you." Prince Caspian doesn't have much skill, and he knew he didn't have a chance with the giant. But he did have one of the giant's most favorite foods, which was a chocolate cheesecake. And he gave it to him. He said, "Here you go. This is your favorite food. If you're going to destroy me, you're not going to get anything." So he brokered the deal, gave him the chocolate cheesecake, and the giant, all he had to do was let him have free passage. And he kept on sailing. Then there were serpents that decided to come through. Now the serpents, chances are, if they wrapped themselves around that ship, that would have been the end of Prince Caspian. Prince Caspian said, "You know what, there's absolutely no chance I have here. I'm just going to broker a deal with the serpents." So before the serpents said, "Prepare to die," Prince Caspian looked at them and asked him, "What do you guys want the most?" And they said, "We would like a slice of pizza. We've never had pizza." So Prince Caspian said, "As luck may have it, here you go. Here's my pizza. I actually have pizza for lunch. Here you go, buddy." And the servant said, "Absolutely, thank you very much. Here's free passage. It's not like you're going to have a chance against King Vladimir." So off they went, until he finally reached the shore and he saw King Vladimir himself with the princess. King Vladimir laughed and bellowed with laughter for a good like half an hour. And he said, "Right, Prince Caspian, you made it this far by some miracle. How are you going to get past me? Of all people, the mightiest of all warriors on the land. I literally destroyed your village, your kingdom, in the space of a few minutes. What chance do you have against me? I tell you what, you can take one shot at me. One shot. Take your best shot. In fact, I'll close my eyes in the process." Now, Prince Caspian had absolutely no athletic ability whatsoever, but he decided to take a dagger and he flung it. Now, the problem is he flung it and it missed the king significantly. But what it did was it killed the dragon behind him, which meant that the king had absolutely no defense left. So Prince Caspian could actually get into a legitimate fight and he decided to get into fisticuffs, and he actually won. He took his shot, killed the wrong person, but he won. He conquered the king. He jumped on one of his luxury ocean liners, and he made it back with the princess back to the kingdom, much to the awe and surprise of everybody else. You see, folks, failure is temporary if you allow it to be. Prince Caspian certainly knew that and took the initiative and thought beyond his physical limitations and improvised as he went along. Prince Caspian was certainly a successful failure and came back with the winning prize. Thank you.